Hello beautiful people, welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna be talk about the parts of sentence. Well, we already know that what are verbs, so let's talk about its types, especially helping verbs that are also known as auxiliary verbs. तो auxiliary verbs क्या होते हैं? These are the verbs that helps main verbs to describe that action has happened in the past, it is happening in the present, or it will happen in future. Let's see an example. Hassan is sleeping. So what action Hassan is actually doing here? He is sleeping. So we see that here sleeping is the main verb. Let's see that what is the use of is in this sentence. So is in this sentence is showing that the action is in the present and it is continuing. So it helps the main verb in describing the action. Like it has been doing work of helping verb. So now helping verb is will be said as auxiliary verb. Let's see another example. They were playing cricket. As we know that the action here is playing, so it is main verb. And the word here is helping verb that tell us that the action is done in the past. Auxiliary verb also tells if the sentence is negative or it is interrogative. For example, is he going to school? Should I open the box? He did not help me. So here is, did not and should are telling that they are negative and interrogatives. Moving on, let's talk about infinitives. So basically what are infinitives? They take many grammatical forms like nouns, adjective, adverb, but they do not function as verbs. We just have to add to with any base verb like to do, to see, to be, or to explore. Infinitives express the state of being or action. Let's see example. Ali wanted to be the leader of his society. So Ali wanted to be. To be is infinitive that is expressing the state of being. Another example. He decided to explore the world. To explore, this is expressing an action. Infinitive also works as noun when it is used as direct object or subject of the sentence. For example, I love to eat. I is the subject of this sentence. Love is the verb. Here it is expressing an opinion. To help others is important. To is the subject in this sentence and is works as verb. The next one is gerund. Gerund is most easy and simple in understanding. Gerund is a noun or a verb plus ing. So an example of noun would be shop. If you are interested in shopping, then you will say that I like shopping. Shop is noun, and if you will put ing, then you will say it gerund. One more example. Swim. Swim is a verb. I like swimming. There you put ing, you will call it gerund. So let's talk about participle. What is participle? It is not the main verb in the sentence. Also, it does not function as verb in the sentence, but it functions as an adjective in the sentence. Participles are mainly divided into three types: present participle, past participle, and perfect participle. So what is present participle? It is created by adding ing to the verb form and it functions as adjective. For example, I really like dancing doll. I really like dancing doll. So like is the main verb, dancing is the second verb in this ing form. What is past participle? It is created by using verb's third form and it functions as adjective in the sentence. For example, the broken cup cut my hand. Broken is showing that it is past participle and it is the second verb in the verb's third form, and cut is the main verb. It functions as adjective in the sentence. Perfect participle. Perfect participle indicates completed action. They contain active form and passive form. Active form is created by having plus verb's third form, and passive form is created by having been and third form. For example, in active form, having written the work, I started submitting it. Having is showing that it is perfect participle. And in passive form, having been beaten up, he began to cry. So the action is beaten up. Being beaten up is indicating that it has been completed. So now the second thing that is started here is crying. So it is perfect participle. Now what are direct and indirect objects? The word after verb is not always direct object. We cannot call it as direct object. So what are the directs actually? Non-living object is direct object and the living object is indirect object. Now what is object? A reply that you will get after questioning what and who will always be object. Like I eat an apple. So apple is an object. So it is non-living object. That's why it will be direct object. Let's take another example. She speaks English. So this is also direct. Why this is direct? Because this is also non-living. So one more example. You can teach me. Me is object here, but this is the living one. So it is indirect object. Hope you will find today's video useful. Do subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Instagram to stay in touch. Also, you can ask questions in our comment box. Thank you for watching today's video. See you in the next video. Allah Hafiz.